Once a Marine, always a Marine. One veteran is proving he's still committed to serving the American people, even in retirement. As we continue our Veterans Day coverage, we're joined now by Jonathon Myers, a retired Marine Corps Lieutenant Colonel who's helping to evacuate people from Afghanistan. Jonathon, U.S. troops pulled out of Afghanistan at the end of August. So right now, who still needs to be evacuated and about how many people are still there?
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. And if you go by the figures the State Department puts out, the last they admitted to was over 400. I believe the private veteran organizations are tracking probably more than that. And if you go by the State Department numbers as to everybody with a special immigrant visa, as well as American citizens who need to get out, the estimate could be anywhere from 50 to 70,000 people.
Wow. All right. Tell us how you felt when you first heard about the situation in Afghanistan. Troops pulling out and the Taliban taking over.
Well, as a veteran, I was just shocked and crushed that we would pull out so quickly like that with no apparent plan. And, the shock that everybody was feeling with the images of the C-17 being swarmed by the people, we were feeling the exact same shock, just magnified. It was absolutely unbelievable.
So why did you want to get involved in the evacuations?
Well, it was an interesting set of circumstances. I started getting a lot of messages from Marines around the world. There's an informal network of Marines. We always stay in touch, anybody who is in. And I started seeing a lot of messages for people who needed to get their interpreters out or their allies. And at the same time, I was getting messages from Marines I knew who were going on the mission. So it was just natural to marry the two up and start feeding those names from the Marines around the world to the Marines that were there in Kabul. Because without those names, I believe they wouldn't have known who to evacuate other than who the State Department told them to get out.
And this must be a little personal for you because I know you served in Iraq and you must have worked with people on the ground there. So to know that our allies are still stuck in Afghanistan.
Oh, absolutely. I am an Iraq veteran. Interestingly, I didn't serve in Afghanistan, but the Marine Corps is very small. And I know thousands of Marines who did serve there. So it was personal to me as well when my friends and peers and people I served with started sending me names and pleading for assistance to get out their interpreter and their family. It was really had an emotional impact on all of us.
I'm sure it did. So what exactly is your team doing? I know you've got airplanes. Where's the money coming from to pay for these evacuations?
Well, there's two separate streams of evacuation. You have the State Department official evacuations, and they're pretty stringent on who they'll take out, just American citizens for the most part. And then you have a lot of private organizations that are working to get out religious minorities, special immigrant visa holders, as well as special immigrant visa applicants. My team is small, former Marines. I do work with the larger groups like Pineapple Express, but we focus primarily on people who were nominated to us by people who served in Afghanistan. So we're not just getting out anybody who doesn't want to live there, because that would be overwhelming. We're getting out people identified to us.
And I know you're working with groups that are helping the religious minorities. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. We do work with those groups. And there are a lot of airplanes, you're right. And it's all being funded by private donations.
Wow. All right. Jonathon Myers, retired Marine Corps Lieutenant Colonel. Thanks for your service and all that you're doing now.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for watching Currents News on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and then click on the bell. You'll get updates about all of our newest content. And if you see something you like, click the like button and then share it with a friend. I'm Christine Persichetti, and we are putting your faith in the news.